Welcome back, friends, to the Rockstar Real Estate Report with Helena Allen from Allied Mortgage Group, Megan Hatt from Percy Law Group, and myself, Julie Oakes from the Results Group at Layer Realty Partners. We are super psyched you guys are back, and we really appreciate you being here and spending the time with us. Last episode was episode 4. So this is obviously episode 5. That means we're halfway to 10. Well, that probably sounds silly, but we're super excited about that. We're really excited about that. And we're happy you joined us. Last episode, we were talking about the fun home search and some things that go along with that. Now we're going to get into a little bit of the nitty-gritty stuff that you need to think about during the process that has to do with Helena, has to do with money, and it has to do with the way you live your life outside of the home buying process and some of the ways that you need to integrate those two things. So my question to you, Helena, was how does it work in the home buying process when someone has a pre-approval and they're working with me? We're going to open houses, we're doing showings, we're looking for the home that they love, and they decide, whatever happens in their lives, they decide that, you know what, my car lease is up, so I'm going to go buy a new car. What happens?
Yeah, so that's definitely part of the conversation that we've learned over the years that we have up front with clients. We learned a long time ago that what we may think is, common sense to the point where somebody already knows, it may not be. It's something that they may not think of, and especially with a vehicle, on a lease. So we always let them know up front that once you start the process, we ask you, unless you're already in the transition of something going on and we need to address it before we get your pre-approval done, don't purchase new cars, don't make big buys for the new house that you haven't closed on yet, don't co-sign loans, don't do anything that's going to change your financial situation and put yourself at risk. And then at some point through the process, we're going to hit that, that hiccup, and then it could change everything. It could change everything. Don't co-sign for loans for other people, although your heart may be in the right place, your funds get affected. So
that's a really good one, because co-signing doesn't just affect your funds, it can affect your credit score.
Exactly.
And that is huge.
So we tell people completely, so they're like, well, so we can't buy anything. I'm like, no, go about and do your daily lives, your utilities, your food shopping, pay your bills on time as you normally would. But anything in excess of that, don't. But like we know, there are emergencies that sometimes do come up, something unexpected happens. And what we say is, give us a call, let us know, let's work through it, let's update what we have, so that we know if you're still falling within the parameters of what your pre-approval represents, or we need to restructure and then inform you as the realtor, are they still good, or do we need to have a discussion?
Case in point, people that you and I worked with, Helena, and they were really, they were dream clients, totally on the ball. I appreciated them so much, and they've actually become really close friends of ours. I remember he was driving a car that was far from brand new, and something happened, and he needed to buy tires, and he told me about it. And I said, I know you need to do what you need to do. I would just run it by Helena first and let her know, because that's a pretty major purchase.
We were very appreciative. I was very appreciative of that phone call. And we got it, and it was fine. We discussed it, and thankfully it wasn't such a large purchase that affected his pre-approval, as you remember. But it was so great to know that he did call, he did inform us, he did let us know, because it makes our job easier, and our representation together is solid. You
Yes.
got as the realtor, no doubt that as you're moving forward, there's no issue. So I appreciate when you are able to reinforce it on your side, because sometimes what we say gets forgotten because there's so much information we discuss, but you're reinforcing those points. Same
Right.
thing with me. I will always reinforce anything that falls into your category, that they should have a communication with you and, ask questions, whatever it is in regards to their property searches and, what they're looking to do to make an offer. So it's important to keep communication open. It's the craziest thing in the world, how it can affect everything. And sometimes it's so hard for some people, but I'd rather the over communication than not enough. And like, oh, well, I meant to tell you, but, oh, well, I kind of, nope, let's check. And on top of that,
Right.
as you know, I'll do my, periodic checking. How's it going? How are things? Anything change? Anything I need to know? No. Oh, great. Okay. Have a great weekend. Have a good evening,
Yep.
whatever it is.
And
So
we
not
truly,
just talking about big purchases, credit related items. I mean, there are other things that buyers should be aware of, like, big deposits, big withdrawals, quitting your job, even getting another job, has an impact.
For sure, for sure. We always ask, is there a job change in transition? On occasion there is, and we prepare for that. And sometimes there isn't, and there's that out of the blue, oh my gosh, I just made an offer, I didn't see it coming. But nope, we need to work that out. We need to address it. Is it in the same industry? And there's a boatload of questions that go with job changes. For sure, there and a very, very rare occasion, thankfully, over the years, that somebody actually thought, oh, well, I'm pre-approved, I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about the overtime that we're banking on in order to approve you for a certain budget, or whatever the extra number of hours that I get paid for. And I'm like, no, everything needs to stay consistent throughout. This is your starting point. Don't take a vacation and decide you're not going back to work because you're good to go. We need you to work. But it is, don't do that. There is just so many little things that people don't realize, with the credit as well. It's, don't open new credit cards. Don't close new credit cards. Just don't do anything. Just leave it consistent.
the bottom line is what you just said, consistency. That's what, and I know it can be difficult during the process, but consistency is the key. Try not to change things. And I know it's probably silly, but I suggest to people, any purchase over $200, just let your lender know. Just let them know. Don't open new lines of credit, because you just want everything to stay copacetic for that process.
Absolutely.
And like Megan mentioned with the large deposits, don't go on a therapy shopping spree and then suddenly realize that I have to put that money back, and I have to go make a deposit in my bank so then I can go pay my credit. No, because that large deposit unexpectedly showing up and now comes out of the blue is going to be questioned, and we have to see what's going on and why. So shopping is not a good therapy when you're buying a house.
It's not. It's really not.
It's not a good idea.
But something that is a good idea, and not everyone can make sure of this. It depends on the circumstances. But I will tell you, if you are a home buyer or a prospective home buyer, Helena, Megan, and I, we work together as a team. And I will tell you, if you have the benefit of that circumstance with your attorney, your lender, and your real estate agent, your realtor, not every real estate agent is a realtor. But anyways, if you have that benefit of people working together as a team, I'm telling you, you're going to have such a much better experience. It's going to be less stressful. It's going to go smoother. It's just, not everyone has that mindset, but I will tell you, it's wonderful when people have that mindset working together as a team. It really is, because it works to your benefit as the consumer. And that's what, not everybody in the real estate business is, unfortunately, looking out for the consumer. But this is something that the three of us always do. And it's very gratifying, because it's really the way business should be run.
Mhm.
It's a team effort all the way around, from beginning to end and beyond. I mean, the three of us thankfully work so well cohesively to make things happen. We communicate so much behind the scenes, we get things done, but it is a team effort, and we all have our own different roles in order to help our clients get through the process and to the end of the result.
Absolutely.
For sure. Well, I'm all done with this. I don't have anything to add, because I think we're almost at time, because I forgot to set the timer. I try to keep us in time, and I forgot to start it right away. But anything else to add?
Super appreciative of everyone tuning in, and happy to share our insight, and looking forward to do it more.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Helena.
Thank you, Julie.
Episode
Thanks, Julie.
6, we're going to be delving into the actual offer, making an offer process.
Yay!
You finally find this home that you really love and you want to make your own. So we'll look forward to that. So stay tuned for the next episode. And thank you again for spending time with us on the Rockstar Real Estate Report. Thank you, Helena Allen. Thank you, Megan Hatch.
Thanks, Julie.
Thanks,
You guys.
Julie. Thanks,
And
ladies.
please send your questions, what you want to learn about. If you're confused about something, we would love to address that. And we will see you next time on the Rockstar Real Estate Report.